Okay, and today is Mixed Media Mayhem, so here is the recipe for today, and I am also using my Kit Conspiracy All Mixed Up kit. So what the fibers I picked out were this really cool mesh that I picked up while I was in Arizona. This is going to be my ink. I know I'm cheating really bad on these mixed medias. And then this is the metal pieces that I picked out, and I have to say I set them off to the side, completely forgot about them, but they do get added in the end. So I pulled out this metal looking sheet from the Craft Consortium Metals Texture kit because I wanted a base page that went with my photos. From the No Limits collection, I have the sticker sheet as well as all of these little embellishments left over from everything. I have this piece of paper from the Elena collection. From my Lakeside collection, I have this piece as well, and it's just the scraps as well as the foam stickers. I plan on using that adventure word. And then from the Farmhouse Garden, I have the foam stickers as well. Then the faux brads, sorry, I forgot what they were for a second. The sticker sheet right up in here. I wanted to just share with you guys what collection it was, and I'm going to put 3 photos on my layout. So again, I'm using this one piece as a base page. I know Janet and I weren't supposed to add any more pieces to our collections. However, since I'm mixing it all up, I thought that this was allowed, considering I didn't want to just use white paper. Now, could I have made my own metal piece of background paper? Probably, especially with the techniques that I love and all that other stuff. But I didn't want the mixed media portion to take away from what we were supposed to be using, which was fibers, textiles, anything like that, or stitching. So because stitch thread is a fiber. And then, of course, metals and inks. And so I didn't really want to take away from that. So that's why I didn't do a big old huge mixed media metal background. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and trim my photos down. I used my scrap white cardstock to, because I'm starting to dive into it. I'm starting to just use my scraps instead of pulling out a full sheet of white cardstock and then having more scraps. Also too, I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out which direction I want to take this layout. So I think I'm pretty happy with how I want it. So I'm going to build a title from both of these collections. So now I have Family Adventure, which I was going to do Adventure Together, but where the adventure was going to end up didn't give me enough space underneath, so I quickly switched it to Family. So, which works out perfectly well as as well. Oh my goodness. So I went ahead and glued on my pieces of paper so that way I can attach my ribbon. Now, I don't waste a whole bunch of time putting my ribbon down or like attaching it, gluing it, all that other stuff, because all the layers I'm going to end up adding to this layout. So yeah, all I do basically is chop up where it's bulky so that way it lays flat. And because of the style of ribbon, you don't really see that I did that. Like I said, a lot of layers are going to go up on this. I just kind of wanted it to look like I had chain, like chain link sticking behind all my layers, if that makes any sense. I was going for the chain link look or the metallic look, rather than fluffy, lacy look. And I don't think that I accomplished that. I think I ended up with lacy look. But moving on. It's added. I'm going to go ahead and add all my photos. This is the first piece that attaches my my ribbon, or I should say fiber, to my layout. And then I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm adhering everything. Normally I don't, but with this being so fast and so quick and easy to put together, I went ahead and basically kept it quick and easy. And so when I do quick and easy, I like all my layers to be glued down already. So that way I don't have to worry about, putting everything where I want it. And then dang it, now I have to glue it all back together and it never comes out the same way. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. All right. Going through all of the elements, all the sticker sheets and everything that I would like to use. In fact, did you see how many stickers I pulled off that Farmhouse Garden sticker sheet? That is the most I've ever used. throughout that entire series. That is the most I've ever pulled out. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I had a hard time forgetting about, or had a hard time remembering that sticker sheet for some weird reason, because I had lots of other little fun elements to play with too. All right, so I want to use these frames from Cocoa Vanilla in more than one area on my layout. I want them to, basically look like they are collaged with the photos being all messy and wonky on the layout. So I'm trying to just figure out how I want them and cut them strategically so I can use them in multiple areas on my layout. And then when I stuck it to that fiber and I pulled it out a little bit, it pulled the fiber out a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, because now I can see the fiber on the right side of the layout as well. So I thought that that was pretty neat. And then I am just going to go ahead and scuff up some of these elements that I picked out, and I'm scuffing up and preparing to put on the layout. They don't end up on the layout. And then I wanted to add one more little layer. And when I added this astronomical layer to my layout, I thought it was perfect because that circular bit goes around those frames like perfectly. Like I meant to put that there on purpose. It was awesome. I really liked that a lot. So I think my tea is going to be ready here in a minute. I'm waiting for the whistle. I am so sorry, you guys. This is real life, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pop up my my one photo. It's my husband being dorky behind the bars of the jail cell. Now I know I have scrapped photos like this before, because we love to go down to Ely, and please hold. Sorry about that. I had to go and get my kettle. So anyways, we love to go down to a little place called Ely, Nevada, and it is a very historic, very mining specific town. In fact, there is a really big mine that is still on the outskirts of Ely, if you guys are interested. But we love to go and check it out because, well, for one, it is the home of my most favorite place to go, which is the Northern Nevada Railroad Museum. And they've got so many trains there that it is phenomenal. They have steam engines, diesel engines, the pump engines, where you have to manually pump two people on each end. Well, it works with one, but it's better with two. I mean, it is so fascinating to see all of the different trains and things, and my husband loves taking me down there because it's just one of my favorite places. And so this is about the second or third time I've been down there in the winter time, because that's when they pull out the Polar Express. Now my favorite Polar Express engine that they use is engine number 40, but it was getting its boilers replaced and still has not finished that yet. And so they used a diesel engine this go around, but it is just fascinating when they pull out the steam engine for the Polar Express, because it looks just like the movie, sounds just like the movie, all that stuff. And they, let you go out, not out on the tracks, but, out on the platform and take pictures next to the trains and whatnot. And I mean, they're just such a great group of people to be working with and whatnot. So anyways, when we stay in Ely, the only place I recommend is called the Jailhouse, because it is the old jailhouse. And so it is just neat because they've carried on that theme and kept true to its name. And so all of the room numbers are called cell numbers. And it makes me giggle. I absolutely love it. You guys, it never gets old. It never really does for me. And so we love staying there. We usually order takeout for the kids, and the kids stay in their room because we have so many kids. We end up getting 2 rooms. And so the kids stay in one room and we stay in another. Don't tell anybody because that's not legal. But they're old enough. They're old enough that they can stay in their own room. So anyways, we order them dinner, and then we go to the adult restaurant that is in the jailhouse. It is not kid friendly. It is, your children can join you by all means, but it's expensive food. And what we've found out is that they don't sell mac and cheese. So so my kids won't eat there. Yeah, there's a lot of green, a lot of words you can't pronounce. It's a very fancy restaurant compared to the rest of the town. It definitely does not look like it belongs there. It is just a cute, fancy restaurant. And so, we consider it date night, and the kids are just across the street, which is a tiny little street. I say across the street, but it's the rooms are separate from where you check in at. So it's kind of different. Once you see it, you'll understand, and you'll be like, oh, okay. Now we're not freaking out that she just ditched her children. I promise I didn't. So anyways, here I remembered the metal pieces. I cannot believe that I completely forgot to put the metal pieces on, but that is me. I put things off to the side and completely forgot what I was going to do with them, how I was going to incorporate them, the works. And so I went ahead and added them. So I've got my fiber, I've added my metal, and now I'm getting ready to add my ink, which I'm just splattering. That's all that I'm doing today, and I have mixed my media. I mixed my fibers with my metals, with all that good stuff, and I mixed my conspiracy kits. So I tried my hardest to pick out something from every single one. I love this monochromatic look. I finally used photo corners. Yay, go me, because I don't usually use photo corners at all, but I think that it went really well with this layout. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really, truly appreciate it. Sorry that the tea kettle started screaming at me. Be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem today. And check out Janet to see if she mixed her kit and what she is playing with for Mixed Media Mayhem today. All right, thanks again, and I will check y'all later. Bye.